afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy. 603-404-9338. Biffid at yahoo.com. That's BIFFID at yahoo.com. We have a great show anyway today, but we did even have a scheduled great show also with none other than the Manchester's most famous artist, Anthony Williams. However, he's coming down with that stomach virus. He was just outside, wasn't feeling well. He didn't look well, so he said he didn't know whether he should go home or not. I suggested he go home and sort of chill out and relax. Hopefully I don't get the stomach bug now because we were like face to face talking there. So hopefully that won't happen. So let's send out some nice positive energy and prayers to Anthony for a fast, speedy recovery. I've talked with somebody else just yesterday who just got over that stomach bug. Yesterday they said it was not a happy time. So hopefully Anthony will catch a minor variant of that. All right, and so it's just going to be me. I got plenty of stuff to talk about. Let's take care of a couple of business matters first. One thing I want to say, I woke up yesterday. All of a sudden, this, how do you say it, this big just burst of idea just burst in my head. And this is, so when I'm saying this is retroactive to the beginning of the month. Going forward, it's kind of silly to do readings every week for someone because and if it's just like, even if you call someone that you have a favorite reader, you call online or in your neighborhood, a local tarot reader, even medium, right? Because I got neighbors that I do medium for, and you just can't be reading them every week because that week after week you're just so in tune, and then it gets hard to read because it's the end, someone. So if you've had a reading anytime this month, no readings until October. So that way, time passes and things change, and then we'll go from there. So starting today, anyone know one reading, sort of every 8 weeks or so, to keep it sort of flowing nice and fresh without me getting stale by always being sort of in tune to you, because it is difficult to, it's just like people I know for years. Now, not that they ask me a lot, but, can you give me a crystal ball reading? Can you read my cards? A mediumship, and I enjoy doing it all, but, especially like friends I've known for 40, 50 years, they want a reading. It's like, I'll do it, but it's difficult because I know them. So it's the same thing week in and week out. So no, again, every 8 weeks or so for a reading instead of this repetitiveness. So there you have it. Another, let's send out positive energy and healing prayers to, of course, one of my favorite Medford girls, Gina. She broke her ankle. I just learned the other day, so I heard she had surgery. She's on crutches, so let's send her healing, strength, power, comfort, rapid healing. There you have it, Gina. I'm sure it'll work for you. Also, again, if anybody wants a very nice breakfast at a fantastic price, Sunday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., the Derry Salem Elks open to the public for breakfast. And the special this week is Lobster Benedict. How can you go wrong with that? And it's either $11 or $12, but even if it's $12, lobster Benedict, blah, 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 tongue twister, lobster Benedict for $12. What a deal! The chef on Sunday is Mr. Steve. He always does a fantastic job. I've never heard one person ever complain about the meal was overcooked, undercooked, too much this, not enough of that, blah, blah, blah. So check them out. Again, Sunday, 8 to 11 a.m. Breakfast, Derry Salem Elks, the special lobster Benedict. I'm telling you, go down there. It's a great bunch of people down there. They're all volunteers. They'll help you out. They'll make you have a nice time. They'll make sure you enjoy yourself. So check them out. All right. So now that we've taken care of that stuff, we can start with the inspirational quote and the interesting fun facts today. All right. So let's start. Oh, wait, before I get on that, also, when I saw Anthony downstairs, as you can see, he matted the painting that I like. So there you have it. I'm happy for that. Look at that. I love that scene, the beach scene. That's going right up on my wall. I'm going to get a nice frame for it. That'll be hanging on my wall in no time. All right. Let's backtrack now. Inspirational quote today. I like this one. The truth is, unless you... I knew it was going to happen because my guest not cancel. He got sick, so I knew I was going to... Right? Excuse me. All right. Let's start even yet again. The inspirational quote for today. I love it. The truth is, unless you let go, unless you forgive yourself, unless you forgive the situation, unless you realize that the situation is over, you cannot move forward. And how many times do I say that? Over and over. I repeat it because it is, people, a situation ends, a chapter in your life ends, a relationship is over. You have to let it go. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive the situation. You have to realize that the situation is over. Why? So you can move forward. Otherwise, you're just going to be spinning your wheels. Poor me. Woe is me. Why did they leave? Why aren't they still here? A relationship, regardless, if it doesn't work out, it didn't work out for a reason. And you just learn from it. It's a nice learning experience. It should enrich you. So, again, you can even though it didn't have the outcome that perhaps you wished it had, you can still share that experience with your loved ones, your extended family, and they'll appreciate it. It might have not put a smile on your face, but by explaining it to other people, it puts a smile on their face. It makes them feel whole again. So remember that. All right, and the interesting fun facts today. This is how I came up with this. I'll tell you a little story before I tell you what the interesting fun facts are. So, usually do this the night before, but I went out last night with a friend of mine, Mr. Tattoo. We had a couple of beers and dinner, blah, 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 and he's up at 4 or 4:30, so he's usually home early. But last night, for some reason, we wanted to stay out, have a couple of pops. We were having a lot of laughs. I didn't get home till almost 10 o'clock. I did go to bed by 10:30. But anyway, so I get up this morning instead of last night where I can, sort of think about different things for interesting fun facts. I didn't have a clue what it was going to be today. So I put the computer on and I do the password. So then while the computer's booting up, I go to freshen up my coffee. And When I come back into the room where the computer is, and the computer's right in front of a window, I put the cup of coffee on the desk, I go to sit down, and what goes right in front of me? A guy on a bicycle. So, the interesting fun facts today are bicycles, and unfortunately, Anthony isn't feeling well again, and he's not here, and it's too bad because some of them are pop quizzes in them. All right, so let's do this. Interesting fun facts. Bicycles. Number one. The first bicycle, also known as a draisine or the running machine, was invented in 1817 by Carl von Drais. So a draisine, there you have it. The bicycle was made entirely of wood and had no pedals. The rider had to push themselves along with their feet. So like a scooter that you sit on, I guess. Interesting fun fact number two. The first bicycle, also, I'm reading one again. Interesting fun fact number two. The invention of the pedal-driven bicycle in the 1860s made cycling much more efficient and popular. Interesting fun fact number three. The safety bicycle, with a chain drive and equal-sized wheels, was invented in the 1880s and made cycling accessible to a wider range of people. I mentioned, and it's still in use today, the safety bicycle with the chain drive. All right. Interesting fun fact number four. This is for all you woke and ESG people out there. So, as Judge Judy would say, put on your listening ears, pay attention, take notes. You'll love this one. Bicycles are an eco-friendly mode of transportation as they don't emit any pollutants or greenhouse gases. Well, except to build them, right? Plus, using them is an excellent form of exercise. It has been shown to improve heart health, strengthen muscles, and reduce the risk of certain diseases. I think everyone on Medicare should be given a bicycle just for that reason, right? A preventive medicine. Give us all a bicycle, plus, let's face it, if you're living on Social Security, who can afford to own a car, buy gas, and buy food these days? So I think let's ask everybody calling up Mr. Biden, and that's on Medicare. Spread the word. Tell everyone you know on Medicare. Call the White House and let's request bikes so we can stay in shape and healthy and reduce our risk of disease, right? So there you have it. All right. Interesting fun fact number five. The smallest rideable bicycle in the world is only 3.31 inches, which that's like this big. Imagine. All right, it doesn't say which way, but even still, it's not very big. And it says it was achieved by Sergei Dashevsky from Moscow, Russia, on September 15th, 2012. I don't know. If it was like in the 60s, you could have said, I saw him on the Ed Sullivan Show, but 2012. All right. So we go from the smallest. Interesting fun fact number six. The tallest rideable bicycle was made by Adam Zdanowicz, Zdanowicz. Are you ready for this one? It was 24 feet, 3.73 inches in height, and was made in 2022. So if anybody wants to Google it, I don't Google these facts to see if they're true or not, but they must be because I got them online. All right. Interesting fun fact number 7. And this one kind of is neat. According to an estimate, there are over 1 billion bicycles in the world. The highest number of bicycles in a country is, that was a pop quiz question, but Anthony's not here, so China. With 500 million bicycles. Imagine. See, they give everyone a bicycle. I don't know why this joke in Washington, D.C. can't give everyone on Medicare a bicycle. The second on the list is the USA with 120 million. Big difference. And if you gave everyone on Medicare a bicycle, it would be up to, 200 million. Okay. And the third on the list is, drum roll, pop quiz, who? Japan with 75 million bicycles. All right. Interesting fun fact number 8. Over 100 million bicycles are produced every year, with the most being produced in China. Interesting fun fact number 9. The largest bicycle designer and manufacturer in the world is Giant Manufacturing Co. Limited, commonly referred to as Giant, a Taiwanese company. Giant has production facilities in China, Hungary, the Netherlands, and Taiwan. Interesting fun fact number 10. Where is the bicycle capital of the world? That's a pop quiz question. The bicycle capital of the world is Amsterdam. All right. Interesting fun fact number 11. And you thought Bentleys and Rolls Royces were expensive. Wait until you hear this one. Trek Butterfly Madone, Madone, not to be confused with Madonna, is the most expensive bicycle in the world and has a price tag of, are you ready? You sitting down? $500,000. It must have all the bells and whistles like a car. You know, if there's a blind spot, it lets you know. It brakes for you. It speeds up for you. Who knows? Imagine. The second most expensive bicycle is another Trek Yoshimoto Nara and has a price tag of $200,000. Imagine. You think, right? I'd end up buying an electric car if I had to pay that much for a bike. Unbelievable. And finally, interesting fun fact number 12, which I really find hard to believe. Maybe somebody out there can Google this also. Let me know if it's true or false. Wait till I read it. You let me know. I find this really hard to believe. Wait till you hear this one, Scott. The fastest cycling done by anybody was done by a mother of 3. Yes, that's right. Denise Muller-Korenek, Korenek, from San Diego, smashed the world land speed record for riding a bicycle at, really find this hard to believe. Are you ready? 183.9 miles per hour. Come on. Yeah, I think they're lying. It was probably 18.9 miles per hour. Imagine 183.9 miles per hour. Would you drive it down Mount Everest? Come on. She achieved this record in September 2018, but it didn't say where. So, again, that one, I have to admit, I know it must be true because it's online, but I'm very skeptical of that one. So, there you have it for today. There's the interesting fun facts, your inspirational quote. I happen to like them all. Of course, now, if anybody would like to call with good afternoon, welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady. How are you?
I'm very well, Energy Lady. Did you hear me at the opening of the show?
Oh, yes, I did. All about those big wheels, small wheels, tiny bikes, big bikes, expensive bikes, all the bikes you can find.
Yeah, but did you hear me about readings also?
What, about where they come from?
No, readings.
No.
We only do readings now, and it's retroactive to the beginning of August. We only do readings now every like 8 weeks, because it's to read all every week. You just can't do it. It's not sustainable. So, what can I tell you, Energy Lady?
No, it's all up to you whether you want to read it or not.
Yeah, because it's just like for, people, like I said earlier, I do mediumship. Even people want mediumship, neighbors of mine. It's like, see me in a couple of months. You just can't do it all the time because I'm so connected to you now. It's like I know you, so then it gets hard to read because and
What are we, the Siamese twins? We're that connected?
well, almost that connected. But there's an open line. That's because that's how sort of strong and positive and inviting your energy is. It's that there's that openness there. So there's always that connection, Energy Lady.
I guess I give everybody my energy.
You do. And it's funny because people that watch, and I'm getting more viewers because, Elks members, everybody comments on you. My sister down in Raleigh, Carolina, she watches, she comments. The Energy Lady, she does. Everybody says she does have that energy. And you
like
do.
Like lightning.
Well, is that charged? Let's face it, that's how charged you are. Amazing.
Well, as long as I can stay happy, healthy, and strong, we never know.
That's right, exactly. So I'll tell you, I'm going to cut the cards. I'll tell you how many weeks to wait, and we'll do a reading. Okay, the cards say, Ace of Pentacles. Ace is 1, so you have to wait 1 month. 1 month.
That's okay.
All right, see, and then it's sort of like plus the Ace of Pentacles, a whole new beginning. So there you have it, and the wheel starts rolling again from there going forward. And I just gave you a reading.
That's called a reading?
Yeah.
You could do better than that. Come on.
Well, I know I could, but we just have the new sort of arrangement starting today that's retroactive to the beginning of the month. So it was a reading about readings.
That's too funny.
So there you go.
That's not even a reading.
Well, I know, but you have to wait a month and you'll get one. You have to wait a month. And then when you call, remind me.
It sounds like a woman going through menopause. Wait a month.
Well, there you go. I know. Imagine that. See that? I didn't even think of. I'm not going through menopause, and my midlife crisis is long ago. So I'm not worried about that either. Imagine that. Amazing.
You're funny.
Amazing. So what are you doing for late?
You had a couple of pops, you said, huh?
Last night, yeah.
Bubbling over, are you?
What? Oh, bubbling.
I said, bubbling over, are you?
Well, not anymore, but not anymore. I went to the 99 in Hooksett. And I don't really like the 99, but I like their steak tips. So that's the only reason I went. I was in the mood for steak tips last night.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good to break loose once in a while.
That's right. I agree.
You enjoy going out to eat. You enjoy company. You enjoy a good time.
That's right, exactly. If you have to. You have to.
You talk about me being energy?
Yes,
You
and
sound like you have a little energy there.
well, believe it or not, I do, and I worked today too. I worked before I got here. They're supposed to hire someone. Hopefully, that I should. They say they're going to hire someone. I hope it's soon, so they can do Wednesdays, so I can, just relax and
That'd
charge
be
my
good.
right
That'd be good.
and charge myself up for the show every Wednesday. Just lay
So
low and
today's the 23rd, and I gotta wait till next month, the 23rd,
yeah,
for reading.
yeah.
And what if it doesn't land on a Wednesday?
Well, then it doesn't, but closest Wednesday. Wait a
And
minute.
if it's past a month, you owe me 2 readings.
No, hold on. Look, I got my trusty phone here. Hold on. Let's see. So August. September 23rd is a Saturday, so you'll have to wait till the 27th. Mark it down. September 27th.
I'll remember. I got a good memory.
Do ya?
Yes, I do.
Well, I think I got a good memory, so we'll
I like to
test
remember
one.
the 27th because it used to be one of my friend's birthdays.
Real,
And I go by landmarks.
and so what's going to remind you of the 27th, like the Bridge Street Bridge?
No, you're reading. You just said the 27th.
Yeah, but so what's going to remind you? You said you go by landmarks.
In other words, I think about, my friend used to have a birthday on the 27th. She's passed.
Oh, I
So
see.
I can remember her.
Oh, I see. Right. When the 27th comes, the light bulb will go off.
That's right.
All right. Look at that. See that?
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
I got a memory like a hawk.
You've said that before. I don't. I have to write.
Oh, we're gonna have to get your help to get your memory back.
That's it. I know. What do they say? They used to advertise that stuff on TV about. Remember?
Get it. That's a lot of bunk.
It is a lot of bunk. I never bought it.
You
so.
gotta use your mind, and you gotta eat the right foods, and you gotta stay healthy. And
Well-
keep your mind going. That's what makes you remember things, and that's what makes you smart.
Well, that's true, but it's like I tell everybody, I'm old, so there's only so much space
Oh,
left
come
up
on.
here.
I'm older than you are.
Well, maybe you got more space. I don't have much space left, so that's why I can't remember everything.
We'll have to open it up and give you space.
There you go. That's right. You could.
And I'm not talking about aliens either.
That's right. See, well, that's it. You could just sort of will me the space, and it will happen because you got so much energy there. Will me space. Think about willing me space, and it will. Will me
course.
space. See that? So that can happen.
I'm going to let you go. God bless. Have a wonderful night because I don't want to take up the whole show.
All right, and thank you for calling. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Yep.
Bye. All right, so there's the energy lady. She did get a reading about one, because I did cut the card. So, anyway, so that's the story with that. Again, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, anything you want to talk about, give me a call, 603-640-3091, and we can go from there. In the meantime, if no one wants to talk about anything, of course, we can give everyone, I don't know, what subject would you call it? Social studies maybe, I forget, but the Constitution of the United States, we could review it a little. When I was in school, I remember a class we had. We went over a little bit every day. And unfortunately, they don't do it anymore because their plan, and it's succeeding rapidly, although, it seems like it's succeeding rapidly. They've been doing this probably started when I was a kid, even though we were getting lessons and versed in the Constitution. Like I said, we would say pledge allegiance to the flag every day. In the meantime, all these radicals and lefties and woke people that we didn't know were visible back then, they were all in the background, indoctrinating little kids, because that's when you can sort of infiltrate their mind and brainwash them, and when they were at an early age, and they were sort of teaching them to hate America, hate their freedoms. And it's a shame because, again, I cannot stress it enough. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good. It's me, Dave. It's Gina.
Gina, how's the patient doing?
Huh? Oh, the patient's doing good. It's the bullshit that I can't stop fighting.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh,
yep,
no.
It's the bullshit, Dave.
Uh-oh. They're going to beep you out, Gina.
Not today. Do you know that they'd rather leave me
What?
in a couple of days in the hospital?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Just
Well,
bring me back to
wait.
rehab.
Hold on. What, Brendan?
No swearing or hang up.
All right. Well, okay. You can't say the BS word, or I have to hang up.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
I won't say it.
All right. See, she's from Medford and she apologized. I'm like,
I apologize.
so what's going on?
Well, I've been waiting to get back to rehab. I broke my leg. I don't know if anybody knows.
I said it. I thought it was your ankle.
My ankle, sorry. I have 18 screws in it.
Cut it out.
Yeah. I'm supposed to go back to rehab. But the insurance company's keeping me here until they authorize the rehab.
Wow, you're going to have to make phone calls. You know what that's like, pulling teeth.
I made 4 or 5 phone calls already. Oh, I'm a priority, but I haven't seen anything.
Well, you can't give up. Did you hear me at the beginning of the show? I told everybody to send you healing, positive strength.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Wow, and then I'm thinking, how are we going to do with my neighbor there? She wants some mediumship. She wants
Well, as
mediumship.
soon as I get out, I can walk.
What?
As soon as I get out of rehab.
How long will that be?
Hopefully only 3-4 days.
Oh, all right. Because you know how
Not
people
a long
are.
time.
Right, they're like little babies.
I know.
I
But give me a card out of this chaos. What's the card for this chaos?
Oh, you didn't. The card for the chaos. Did you see at the beginning? I wasn't going to do readings every 8 weeks for a reading, but all right, you're sort of in a dilemma. So the card for the chaos is all right. There you go. Is all right. Now it's 8. It's the strength card. It's the major arcana card. The strength card.
Yeah.
And the chaos. It's the funny. Think about what I told you about when you first called. You can't give up. You got to keep calling them, even right. And that's it.
Yeah.
You got the strength, and what you have to reach in for that inner strength, the strength that's deep down, and by using that strength, even as sort of draining as it might feel to you, by by being sort of relentless and resolving this matter to get you rehab, you will turn it around to your benefit. So
Thank you. I only need a couple of days
good.
of rehab, and that's it.
Good. So, see, you're the second one now, because at the beginning of the show, did you hear me? I said, if you had did you have a reading this month? I haven't heard from you in a couple of weeks. So I don't know if you have.
A reading this month.
Oh, all right.
Because
So,
I've been in the hospital. It's
Um,
been a week now.
oh, see, that's why I didn't hear from you last week.
Yeah.
So, right, because you know, if you give readings all the time, you just connect it and you sort of, then it just
Yes,
gets
I know.
difficult. So, but yeah, my neighbor, she was asking me again about, you know, because I told her, I said I have to talk to my, you know, Gina from Medford. I said my Medford girl. So.
You got it. And I'm getting better at it while I'm sitting here, so it's good. I got a lot of things while I was sitting here.
Well, when you come up, well, I can give you tips too. You know, it's difficult here,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm looking for, yeah.
you do a nice meditation, and we'll say, you know, you call in help, but the help you call in is, you know, it's lengthy. I suppose I could go over it here, but if I outline it first, to just, you know, to do it off the cuff, I just get really sort of, you know,
Yeah, no,
long-winded.
you're right about that. You should go into meditation, yeah.
Right, and you
Yeah.
know, you get all relaxed and you sort of align or whatever, you know, align all your chakras, balance them up, balance your chakras, let's put it that way, you know, and
Yeah.
call in, you know, all that, your help from the other side, which is easy when you're doing it, but like you know, you really should meditate. I should really outline it. I think maybe it might be interesting because anybody can give it a go, and I think
That's true.
I really think it's easier than people realize it is. That's my
Yeah, I think so
opinion.
too.
Well, I mean, for me it was, and I did it without. It just came naturally when I wasn't, you know. I would just sit there
I
and
did it with a lot of meditation, but now it comes a little bit better, easier.
right. But it would happen to me without even meditation. It was like mediumship with me started when I was a kid. I don't know if I told you the story. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. I don't even think I had started school yet, right? Well,
Yeah.
when I used to go to bed, I would see people at the foot of my bed. You know, like, well, I called them midgets, but you can't say that anymore. Do I have to call them small
No,
people? Right?
little people.
Well, little people.
Little people.
I would see
Yeah.
little people at the foot of my bed, and I would communicate with them telepathically, right? But
Yeah.
I'm in bed one night, and all of a sudden, I hear my father say to me, "David, who are you talking to in there?"
Oh,
And I said, "No one." So, and the next thing you know, I hear him get out of bed, and the hall light goes on. So
yeah.
that put a damper on it for quite a while. You know, me, but so
Oh,
it never came. And then, excuse me, I'm
yeah.
having water. And then I sort of, you know, never really gave it much thought. And then when I started bartending like 20 years ago, right, I would
Yeah.
be, you know, somebody, hey, could I have a beer or whatever it is they wanted. And I'd go to give them the beer. And when I see spirit, it's always on the person's left. It's always on the person's left
Oh,
that
on the
I
left,
see.
yeah.
Always. Anyway, I would give people whatever it is at the bar, right? But as I'm giving it to it, I would see someone behind them, you know, and we'll say like
Yeah.
I would see a female, I could describe her with, you know, the way she was dressed and her appearance, and you know, she would say like, you know, tell Bobby Emily said hi. Tell, you know what I mean? And I saw,
Oh,
I just dis,
yeah.
I just discounted it because I, you know, so I was like, we'll say 50, right? And I'm thinking, I'm losing it. That's what I thought, right? So
Yeah.
one night, you know, I'm bartending, and I come home, and it was the same thing. This particular night, I always remember it had to be the guy's grandmother or aunt or something, but a big chunky lady, and you know, like a moo and stuff. And
Yeah.
she's telling him tell so and so Betsy is here. Tell them Betsy's here, right? And
Yeah.
again, I don't. I mean, it was happening quite a bit, and I was just absorbing it, shall we say? So that particular night, I go home and I put the TV on, and I'm clicking the channels, and what did I stop on? The Long Island Medium, right?
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I started watching it, and when she's talking about, I see this, you know what I mean? Then that's
Yeah.
when it dawned on me. That's what's going on with me. So, but that's got to be, I'm gonna say
That's a good story.
it's got to be like 10 years ago. That I would say at least 10 years ago, or more.
That's
When
a good story, Dave.
thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how I realized what was on, and then I started, looking online, and then finally one day, I don't know what I go because I would Google and I would never really get a lot of stuff on it. They'd give you tips, try this, try that.
Yeah.
So I would do enhancing mediumship. I forget what I would Google, but so one night, and I would Google the same thing, just looking for tips, and what came up, a meetup. Meetup they used to
Oh,
have,
meet up. Yeah.
and it was,
Yeah.
and what did it do? It sent me to New Hampshire Metaphysical when they were on,
Oh, that's how you.
on Sanborn Road in Londonderry, and
Yep.
that's how I started networking more, and more and more in that stuff. So,
That's awesome.
but it's interesting. So yeah, so I'll tell my neighbor, she's injured, but
Yep.
she'll be coming up soon.
All right.
I
Good.
know. So what else has been going on while
Thank you for the card.
You're very welcome. What?
Nothing. Just waiting. Like I said, it's a lot of bureaucracy, back and forth. I don't have this paper. I didn't need this paper, and then now I'm just gonna say, just bring me home. Because if you don't want me to do 2 days of rehab, that's fine. I'll do it in my house.
Yeah. But see, I shouldn't say I hate to say it, but that's one good thing about when you're on Medicare, because all the healthcare providers know that Medicare is a bottomless pit when it comes to money. You know?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm on private insurance.
Right, so that's the difference. But on
Yeah.
Medicare, rehab, step right up. And then
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I've noticed it quite a bit. We'll say I'm just using round numbers to make it easy. Say the visit is $200, right? Because they always tell you you're responsible for what Medicare doesn't pay, and then Medicare only pays them 160. I have yet to get a bill for the difference.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, but I think that's part of their high price because they know it's just like people who rent to Section 8 people. The rent, you know what I mean? They know Section 8 will only pay $1,500 for rent, so they say that they charge $1,800 for rent, and the tenant's got to pay the extra $300, but they don't really care because if the tenant doesn't pay the $300, they're still guaranteed $1,500. That's the same thing,
Gotcha.
right? So
Yeah.
there you go. So now, so let me ask you now: are you in pain?
My pain is where my screws are.
Is what?
Pain on the left leg.
Yeah.
My left leg. Painful where the screws are.
Wow.
But it's been a week.
Ugh.
No, 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks. 2
Now,
weeks. So get the stitches out.
yeah, but what about the screws? Do they come out or do they stay?
No, they stay in.
Wow. So let me ask you, Gina, how did this accident occur?
Okay, so I was working for the MTA and on MCAS questions,
Yeah.
and I was to deliver a few things to one of the schools,
Yes.
and I went up to the door, rang the doorbell. There were 3 steps up. Rang the doorbell, nobody came. So I left it at the bottom of the stairs, and as I turned around, I hit the flight of stairs and fell in a pothole.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
I always joke around like this because I worked with attorneys for over 40 years, right? Call up an attorney, tell them what happened, and just tell them, I want money.
All right. And they keep saying, were you invited? You weren't invited. You were on the job. So let's try workman's comp and see what happens.
So that's what, oh, you're doing workman's comp?
I'm going to do both, but let's see what happens.
Right, it don't hurt to talk to an attorney in
try
the
both.
meantime, even
Yeah.
in the meantime, and see what he suggests. But I would call him up, tell him what happened, and just say, I want money.
Yep.
That's
I
it.
am.
Because, you know, I mean,
There's a lot of pain here. There's a
yeah,
lot of pain here, Dave.
wow.
Yeah.
So I don't envy you, Gina, but
I know I don't blame you.
comfort healing and
Yeah,
strength.
good. As long as I can get on the crutches, I'm fine. You know.
Yeah. So how
Right
do you?
now I have a walker.
How come no crutches? I thought you. How come no
I
crutches?
have to start with the walker first, and then they're going to give me the crutches.
See, but this makes me laugh. What a scam! See, they said put you on the walker to get the extra money,
Of course.
right? Why not
Why
just
do you
give you the
think
crutches? But that's
I
the.
have 2 days sitting here doing nothing. And no rehab, no nothing, because the insurance is waiting on their approval. I've been doing nothing. Watching TV, going to the bathroom, having my lunch. I've been doing no rehab. None.
Wow. That's too bad. See, if that was me though, I'd be doing
Lost
it.
2 days.
I'd be doing the same thing as you, except I'd be having beers also.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I could see that.
Right.
I wish. I
Right.
can't with the medication they're giving me.
Oh, you're on meds.
Well, yeah, because the pain and then the blood thinners and all that stuff because I can't move.
Ooh. They put you on blood
Yeah.
thinners too?
Yeah, I'm on blood thinners.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wow. See that?
And then I have my asthma that they have to take care of, too.
Yeah, but that's a whole separate issue, right?
That's a separate issue.
Yeah.
But I still have to take my medications for that. Well, don't worry about it. I'll have a gin and tonic when I get out of here.
All right, see that? There you go. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. That's the right
No.
attitude. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, hey. Listen,
Nice talking to you, Dave. I'll see you soon.
it is all right. I'll text you.
All right.
Okay, thanks for calling, Gina.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
So that's the story now. That's why we didn't hear from Gina last week or whatever, or maybe even the week before. Poor Gina, falling down on work. But money, 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 like money in the bank. It's like a bank account that you don't have yet, but you know you are going to have. And again, what can I say? It's working with attorneys all that time. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today? Good afternoon. Welcome
Hello.
to. Hello. Yes.
How are you?
I'm very well. How about yourself?
Do I think I hit the wrong number?
No, you didn't hit the wrong number. Why?
You sound different.
I wonder why.
What's that?
I said, I wonder why. How do I look?
Hold on for a second.
What?
I don't know. You know why? I'm using a different phone.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
going on, Mr. Whoopi?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the big debate tonight.
But you know, I think if you don't watch it on Fox, which I don't have cable, and I canceled my Fox Nation subscription after the Schumer demanded that Fox get rid of Tucker, and then, you know,
Oh.
I don't care what you say, they're trying to use all the excuses. Fox, it was part of the court settlement, and the what a crock that is. they got because it was he showed the January 6th footage that night. Remember of whatever they call the guy for trespassing, and they had let him in. He's free now, by the way. But anyway, remember Schumer's the very next day going on about, oh, this is the saddest day for America. The democracy is threatened. It couldn't be furthest from the truth. But did you notice after Schumer got up there, you didn't see anything more about the January 6th tapes? And I wonder whatever happened to them. Because they said they
Disappeared.
right, I know.
You're talking about bicycles, right, earlier?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you said senior citizens should ride them?
No, I think every senior on Medicare should be given one by the government because it's beneficial health.
Well, look what happened to Biden. He fell off his bicycle in Washington.
Wow,
Remember that?
I do remember that. I thought was it in Washington or was it in Delaware? It doesn't matter anyway. But he did spill on the bike. But so in that case, let's face it. But if he would rode the bike regularly, he would never fallen.
It was just a photo op.
Yeah, what an op that was. If I'll get attention. I'll fall on my bike.
So how was your beers last night?
The Bears were pretty good. We had a couple at the Hooksett 99.
Yeah.
And then we went to because I'm a member, the Deerhead Club.
Oh, I know what that is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, and then we went there and stayed out much longer than I thought. Because usually, like I said, he get I call him the
You're gabbing with everybody and whatnot.
Right, but he usually goes home early because he gets up at 4 because he jogs every day. But I guess he didn't jog this morning. I haven't spoken to him since. So there you
How'd
have
you
it.
like the Deerhead?
I like the Deerhead. It's a lot of fun. Everybody's friendly in there. They're nice, and it's down to earth. Everybody's down to earth, so I like it.
I've been there a few times.
Have you? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. And even though, they smoke in there, but they got so many smoke eaters, you don't really, you can't, you don't smell it really. Or I don't, so I'm happy with that. I know. So
Okay, how did Gina? She hurt her ankle.
God, did you hear the story? Poor Gina.
Yeah.
So
You better get a lawyer, like you said.
right. I mean, I've heard, working with attorneys for all that time, people would hire attorneys for the most frivolous cases, lawsuits. And why? For the simple fact,
Well, you
I
get
want
one of those
money.
lawyers that's on TV, Morgan & Morgan, or Stone.
I never met Morgan & Morgan, but Stone, I met him before, and from doing what I did for a living, and I like the other guy too. There, called Jimmy. Jimmy knows what to do, right?
Jimmy will take care of you.
I know. I know. I'm Jimmy. I know workers' comp, and I know what to do. Well, that's who she should call. Jimmy, because he knows workers' comp. Gina, call Jimmy.
Make a list of everyone on TV and call them all.
There you go, but, she'll get something, I would imagine. Workers' comp, if she was...
Who is she working for then?
The MTA, Mass Teachers Association.
Well, they get their own insurance. They take care of the employees.
Right, workers' comp.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she's an employee of them. She was just going there. Did you hear her? She was bringing them something to do with MCAS. She was bringing them some work with MCAS to their, wherever it is, their headquarters or something, or their main office, or who knows. So.
Okay.
So there you have
Well-
yes.
I'll call you on the 27th of September.
There you go. All right. I'm looking forward to it. All right. And listen, I'm going to let you go because
Okay.
I don't have too much time left, Mr. Whoopi.
Yeah, Mary ought to call in.
Wow, she's going to have to make it really quick because I only have a couple of minutes left.
I think she's on speed dial anyway.
Oh, all right. Very good. All right. Hey, thanks for calling, Mr. Whoopi.
Okay, you
All
take
right.
care.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
All right, there you have it. I'm going to stop putting all the stuff away because I don't have too much time left. Tomorrow, let's not forget, tomorrow, same time, same place, Cruising with Mary. So, and who will be on tomorrow is, I know Mary, Jim, I don't know his last name, the poet, her co-host Mary, and Anthony. I'm not so sure if he's got that stomach bug. Mr. Tattoo had it. He said it lasted 2 or 3 days, so, and he was not a happy camper with it. So that's that story right after me today. Stay tuned. Rock, paper, hand grenades. That's always interesting and informative, so you can stay tuned for that. Again, if anybody wants a fantastic breakfast, you get good portions. The chef is fantastic. Mr. Steve, Dairy Salem Elks open to the public for a nice breakfast on Sunday. And again, the special is lobster bisque. Yum, 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 if you like lobster. There you have it. We're not going to review the Constitution today. We'll do it again. I'm going to keep it in here just in case. And let's see. David B., the readings guy, and we're just about out of time. I'll be back next week. Remember, I'm not good at multitasking. A couple of things you have to remember. Please, please, please remember, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. So pay attention and speak up. Don't let them bamboozle you. You have rights. We'll get to them by hook or by crook. It's called the U.S. Constitution. We'll be getting to that again. You can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.